So what is your self-image? Your self-image is made up of all of your experiences, your traumas, your failures, your humiliations, your successes, your experiences, especially when you were younger, how people reacted to you. That one's a huge one. And so the self-image and understanding that all of these experiences created beliefs, and we carry unconscious beliefs about ourselves, which is what plays out in our life. And so I'm going to teach you a little bit more about the self-image. And there was a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz that changed my life. I highly suggest it. I learned a lot from him. And he was a plastic surgeon. And he was working on people's external bodies and their face and doing these surgeries. And eventually he started to question why there was one person over here, let's call him John, and then this person over here is Sally. And he went up to John and fixed John's outward appearance, and his life completely changed. His life completely changed because his personality and everything changed once he changed the external. And then Sally over here, he does a surgery on her and nothing changes. She still hates herself. She still says that it's not enough. She still feels like that she's ugly, that she's not beautiful. So he started to kind of question, like, why am I doing these things and changing these outside external things, and one person receives it and one person doesn't? So he coined the terminology self-image psychology. Now, what he explains in the process of changing your self-image is very complex, and we're going to break it down together. But I just want to give you guys an idea so you can grasp the concept. So what a cybernetic system is something that's like a preset, okay? So your air conditioning or the thermostat in your house has a cybernetic system in it. What that means is if I set to automatic 75 degrees in my house and it's snowing outside, when you open the door and you leave the door open, the cybernetic system has to auto correct. It turns the thermostat on. So no matter how many windows are open or how much cold is coming in, this cybernetic system of the thermostat is going to warm up the house. Another cybernetic system is if you think about a torpedo. So a torpedo is shot underwater and it has coordinates in it that it is supposed to hit a certain destination. So what happens, because this is what really happens, is when the torpedo is going underwater, it hits a rock. It gets some seaweed. It hits, it's not going straight. That's the point I want to make. You don't have a goal right here and you just go to it. Life happens, right? So when it hits a rock, the cybernetic system in the torpedo has to autocorrect it falls down and it's got to come back up to hit its destination. So basically through trial and error, through failure, it will hit its destination. Another cybernetic system is in our brain. It is called our unconscious mind. The cybernetics of our mind is always going to autocorrect. So have you ever noticed sometimes, this might have been you, it's been me in the past, where someone has wanted to lose weight. If someone doesn't change their self-image and their beliefs about themselves, then them losing the weight won't last. A lot of people go through diets, quick fad things to change their external, but if you never change your internal beliefs, if you always believe that you're fat and that you're whatever you say about yourself, then even if you weighed 110 pounds and you lost all this weight, if you don't believe that you're worthy of being fit and looking fit and feeling fit, then it won't last. And that's why people usually gain the weight back really quickly or over time. So the true change happens when you change your self-image, when you change the cybernetics, the presets. Think of it as a camera. When you take a picture and you have presets on the camera, no matter what angle you're looking at it, every time you take the picture, it's going to look a certain way. The presets are going to make it look a certain way. So until we change the presets on the camera, we cannot change our self-image. And if we want to and we have the desire to change it, but we don't know how to change it, we're going to create a lot of internal damage with ourselves. Because even for me, for the longest time, before I realized that I must change my beliefs and implement new habits, new structures, new patterns, and redirect to the new, I was literally making myself a living hell, because I had come to the desire to change and to the realization to change, but I didn't know how. So I was causing friction and inner turmoil, because I knew deep down that I was worthy of love, and I knew deep down that I was worthy of being successful, and I knew deep down that I was worthy of having a successful online business and a successful this and that, but it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening because I truly didn't actually know that I could get into receiving mode, and that I could align with my intention of knowing that I'm enough right now, and I'm worthy right now, and I'm going to live like it, because that's the truth. So that is a brief overview of the self-image and how the cybernetics of our brain work with the self-image. So we're going to teach you, I'm going to teach you, and as a community, this is going to be a community, guys. We're going to teach you how to go through and rewire your self-image and set yourself up for success, because you're worthy, you deserve it, I believe in you.